Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So, we are currently in a bit of a civil war with our Lord Paramount. Our liege is declared against them, and we did join in the war. We spent all of our troops helping, but unfortunately we were not successful. There are a few other armies still wandering around who are looking like they have a chance, but not much else happening there. The Iron Throne is actually still at war with Planky Town down here, and once they finish that, they should, everything should come back under the Iron Throne, assuming that nobody wants to become independent. Aha, Lady Sorella of Planky Town has accepted King Aemon the Wicked's peace offer. Well, she's not going to hold Planky Town for much longer. Oh, there you go. Stormland's back underneath, Westland's back underneath, the North is back underneath. Dorne and the Reach still have civil war, so I wonder whether they're going to go back under. My zeal and religious beliefs have led me to become more respected and given more prestige, if I'd known sooner. I got some piety. I've decided to institute the Limited Realm Authority Law in the Kingdom of the Iron Throne. Is this up or down? Kingdom... we can't even see the Iron Throne. Would we have... Can we see the... I don't think you can see their laws here. There's not a way to see their laws. We'll just approve it. That's fine. It's time for me to choose how I want to educate my grandson, Quentin Fossoway. Well, I suppose he'll be groomed for command with the best equipment possible. I say again, watching our money disappear. Lord Siegfried of Volmark has been released from dungeons, and the law's gone through. And he revoked the High Lordship of Dragonstone from Lord Ardrian of Sharppoint. Interesting. Was that a tyranny move? And revoked the Lordship of Darry from Lord Nolla of Harrenhal. These are not tyrannical moves, so he had reasons to do so. Although I suppose the Harrenhal one did declare an independence revolt against them. Oh, and then he gave Dragonstone away. Dragonstone... somewhere. I've completely lost it again. Okay, Dragonstone somewhere. But he gave it away again, because we saw someone else there. Decided to institute the Medium Faith Authority Law. Yes. Child lacks a guardian. Quentin needs to be educated. Who can educate Quentin? So... there's nobody we trust around. Wait, who's Quentin? Surely his parents should just educate him. Unless we get to decide. Like, surely Mathos should educate him. That seems like the right option. His father, Mathos, will educate him. That seems like the most sensible option. I mean, I understand why we're given the choice, but it's just me saying, yeah, you can do it. So, let's see if the Reach can win their war. I don't see a lot of, like, allied armies around. I see a few allied armies, but they're all very, very weak. It's really just whether he dies a bloody flux before the war ends. North March people are dying. Okay. Oh, our wife died. Jaime Lannister died. Okay. Oh, I guess we need a new wife. Now, let's see who it suggests. That's a fantastic list of wives you have here for us. I'm going to wait a month and then see if that list refills. But if it doesn't, then we will go off and look. I think it's the 4th is usually when it goes through its stuff. Or sometimes that's when it is. Okay, so we have no wives in the list, which means we have to go find our own. Which is fine, we can do that. So, we want to search all. We want to search for a woman who is not married, who is our religion, because we have Zealous. Do we care about... we don't really care about culture. Adult, yes. Great House, don't particularly care. Would make more sense, but don't particularly care. Ruler, don't care. Imprison, no. Okay. What do we want to look for? If we're going to remarry straight away. Probably someone who is honourable. So we'll start with honourable. Honourable. I wish it told you how many results it had found, because then you could I could just cut it down like that. We also want to find somebody who probably, let's say we want to find someone else who is zealous. That seems like a good choice. What else? I mean, we are paranoid actually, so maybe we wouldn't marry straight away. Yeah, maybe we won't remarry straight away. Unless we were to marry Lady Nella, but she is already married, so... No, we'll leave it. Oh, wow, there's an event. Okay. Time passes, yet to me the world seems unreal. It is life without Janie, but... is life with... It is if a life without Janie is but a mummer's farce. I am lost in a sea of loneliness, and know not where to turn. So I can lose myself in books, songs, and the wisdom of others. Or nonsense, I'll move on with my life. Well, we did love her, so I suppose we could lose ourselves in books and songs and stuff. That would seem like the right, like, where to go. What we're we gonna get? 90% of depressed, 10% we lose widowed, 1% we give up our worldly titles and become a maester. 5% we become craven. 5% we gain the trait patient, and 5% we gain the trait content. Well, let's see what we get. We are not depressed. We did not gain content. We did not become a maester. We did not. Nothing happened from that event. Oh, I remember now. I think the trait widow prevents you from getting remarried. Oh, yeah. So it's already, they've already got a system in place. Yeah, that's a bit upsetting. Someone entered a faction to depose King Aemon. Yeah, that would definitely be it. Oh, that's why we couldn't see the law the other time when I was looking for it. It's because we're not actually his vassal. I just remembered. We're actually a vassal of the Reach, and the Reach is not a vassal of the Iron Throne just now. You have an unmarried heir. Oh yeah, Garth should get married. Lord Donis of South Shields accepted Lord Paramount Quentin of the Reach's peace offer. And you know what? Before we go looking off for people to marry, yeah, let's wait for the realm to be back in a little bit of a good spot. So we should find someone to marry your son. Now it would make... Now who would we want to marry our son? It would make sense that our son should marry someone who we already have a like we already know about, if you know what I'm meaning. So, for instance, if our son was to marry someone who we had marriage ties to, like one of their siblings, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, or like Lady Nella, does she have any children? She has some children, they're both sons though. She has a sibling, Lucian of Narsdale, who could be an option. She's almost the right age. She is definitely an option. Who else do we have? We have Lord Mathos the Great Hawk is obviously our wife's husband. So who does he have any marriage tie? Well, not marriage ties, family ties here. Not really. No siblings who would make sense. No children who would make sense. Well, children would not make sense either way. That would just be a little odd. Right. We also have marriage ties to Lord Paramount Jasper of the Vale, who has one daughter who could possibly make sense. Lady Pera. Lady Elise is too young. We'll mark her down. Basically, I'm going to mark down people who make sense, and then I'm going to look at their traits and see which one we'll go with. Okay, so who else do we have? Lady Alice of the Vale, we have a marriage tie to because of the Vale. And she has a daughter, Alesia Stark. Okay. Well, she has two daughters. We should probably mark them both. They're about the right age. Okay, who else? We have Sir Torrig, who has one daughter who is too young. We have Sir Eris Conklin, who has... Oh, he's married to our daughter, so that would wouldn't make a lot of sense. Although his sibling could be an option. And we also have which one's next? It would be Sir Lionel Conklin. who has a daughter who is too young and the same sibling. And then we have Aelia Conklin, who we've already had a look at. Okay, right. So, bottom of our list started at Lucia of Narsdale, did it? Well, it wasn't Lord Colin of Golden Grove. So, Lucia of Narsdale is a family person. That's all we know about her. Court education, not much else. Who's next? Para Aaron is humble, arbitrary, slothful, brave. I think it's probably not going to be Para. Elysia Stark is a genius. She is shy, she is just, and she is zealous. For the 7, I was just double checking because Starks and all. She's definitely a possibility. She's better than Para, so we will demark that. And she's better than Lucia, so we'll demark that. Alex is not a good choice, especially because she's the sister of the other one. And then Alia Conklin is huge, zealous, greedy, and wrath. Probably not. Okay, so I think Elysia Stark. I would like to arrange a betrothal between her and our son. Was it Garth? No. Because he just doesn't want to do it. Okay, probably should have kept some of the other ones open. Well, was it Para and Lucia of Narsdale? So Para of the Vale. We can refine that. Not Para Snow. Lady Para of the Vale. She was next on the list, wasn't it? Or was it Lucia of whatever who was next? Wasn't. It was. Lucia was probably next. We'll try and marry her to. Not marry, betroth her to our son Garth. Yes. Would prefer matrilineal marriage, but she's not going to get it. Opinion of us is high enough that she would go for it. Prestige effects are high. Yeah, okay. And would result between alliance and between us and our friend. Yeah, that seems like the right option. We gain 0 prestige, lose 0 prestige. It's kind of the right area. Our character should not get married because we're still widowed. Yes. Okay. Well, let's switch this back into this view and keep going. Dear friend, may you live in harmony and contentment. I have decided to accept your betrothal. Cool. Well, that's nice. Okay. Some people are being ransomed within our area. Lord Lucas of Cider Hall has declared Cider Hall claim on Holly Hall war on Lady Lucia of Holly Hall. Do we know anything about Lady Lucia? Nothing in particular. Okay. Well, that's interesting that Cider Hall's expanding. We'll see what happens. Your Septim Morm reports that the Septim Alice of Newbarrel has been humbled by your endless generosity to the poor at Newbarrel. The peasants are singing your name. A job well done. Well done. Yes. Very well done. Lords of the Reach have approved the institution of minimal feudal taxes law. Good. Is Hornhall not part of the Reach? That seems like it should be part of the Reach. No, it's part of the Stormlands. It's just a little bit odd looking. Okay. Revoke the High Lordship of the Westmarch from Lord... Wait, didn't I have that on de jure? Ah, no, it's part of the Reach, I was right. Well, I'm sure that there'll be no consequences from them controlling land that's not theirs. Ghost Hills have accepted the thing. Dorne is back together. The new Lord Commander on the wall. The night gathers, number watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns, and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold, the light that brings the dawn, the horn that breaks the sleepers, the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honour to the night's watch for this night and all nights to come. Lord Commander has died. Hector Sawyer shall replace him and serve the realm in these troubled times. Okay. Hector Sawyer is a master seducer. But is chase. Interesting. Very interesting. So I guess he was seducing people when he was younger. And now he is chased and has taken the war focus and is going off to war. People. Well, probably against Grumpkins and all that that's up there. People are being released from dungeons because all these wars are ending. Cool. Nothing else really happening. The realm is actually all back together. Nothing is set. Oh, we got a few odd ones here. He is defending against someone on a Norvosi slave raid. Interesting. That's why he's not back under. This is not anything. It's ruins that can be colonized. Yeah. Okay. The realm is pretty much back. There's no other places that look like they're out of place. Not really. And so really, after all of that, the Stormlands have a province, and these people are still directly under the Iron Throne, which is a little weird. There are actually a few who are directly under the Iron Throne, like Harrenhal's directly underneath as well, like the actual Harrenhal. Right. Ransomed some people from other people. Taxes laws changed. Fantastic. Yeah. Not really much going on now. Kind of missed that war. Oh, Cider Hall has usurped the title lordship of Hollyhall, so that means that he now controls 2 lordships. Yeah. Is he trying to? He's trying to make the High Lordship of Mandervale, which I think he might actually be able to do. Interesting. I think he'll probably do it in just a second, actually, because he has 67%. Unless he doesn't have enough money. He does not have enough money. He needs about 270. Oh, never mind. I guess you don't need that in this that much in this mod. Or maybe I was thinking kingdom level. I was probably thinking kingdom level. So he's created the High Lordship of Mandervale, which probably means he's going to declare war on Inchfield very soon. We'll see how long it takes him to do that. Releasing people from prison. Sarah died a natural death, so that was someone related to a Lord Paramount. Oh, related to Lord Hosteen of the Riverlands. I suppose I should set the new Riverlands leader. Mark him as special interest. Is everyone back in control of what they should be in control of? Westlands are still in control, like the Lannisters are still in control of that. Tyrells are still in control of the Reach. Dorne are still controlled by the Martells. Stormland is still controlled by the Baratheons. Iron Throne is of course controlled by Blackfire now. The Vale is controlled by Arryn, and the North is controlled by the Starks. Yeah, that all makes a lot of sense. Just want to be sure that there was nothing else that was too far off. I mean, apart from the Riverlands being controlled by a Vance. Still not entirely sure who Vance are. Probably just a random Riverlands house. We're making a reasonable amount of money each month actually now. Okay, what happened? Riverlands Harrenhal d'Azur war over Harrenhal has ended as Bellis Thorn joined a revolt against the King Aemon the Wicked as attacker. Okay, so there was a war going on in the Riverlands over Harrenhal, but that has stopped because the High Septum has declared a revolt against the rule of King Aemon the Wicked on King Aemon the Wicked. Really? The High Septum is leading the revolt? I guess we would definitely want to be part of this revolt on the side of the High Septum, us being zealous and all. But you know what? We can join it. High Septum? Where do I say I'd like to join this war? Maybe we have to wait just a couple seconds for like people to decide where they're going. It's an event. Like decide what side of the war you want to be on. Nope. Interesting. How would I get into this war? I assumed I would just like offer to join war. Current laws allow vassals to join wars. Cannot join our current enemy's war. I don't know. We'll see. I would like to join the war, but maybe you have to wait till our actual liege joins the war before we could join the other side. So let's have a quick look at who's in this war. So these are potential. Right, that's better. That's what I was looking for. King's Landing is currently at war with the Reach. Oh, I didn't even realize we were at war. Dorne is at war, and the Vale is at war. But he, of course, has the Riverlands on his side because he gave Lothar this land. Westlands in the north and the Stormlands are yet to decide. Oh yeah, I probably should have noticed because these are all red. Do we have any men left? We do not have any men left. I would like to join this war, but we just don't have anyone to join it. Reach doesn't appear to have raised any men though, which is a little odd. Oh no, there they are. 13,000. Usurped the lordship of Hayford, and Lord Brandmere of Duncansdale has declared the War of Duncansdale independence, and the High Septim died, which invalidated the war. He was executed by King Aemon. Oh, so what happened was he declared war, and then he was instantly caught and executed. Wow. Okay. I guess we're against the king now, because he's executing septums. That's not really what we want to happen here. Okay. Prince Oliver of Dorne has declared the War of Dornish independence on King Aemon the Wicked. And he usurped the lordship from Bellis Thorn. He usurped another lordship from Bellis Thorn. Sir, tragic news. His Holiness the High Septim has passed away, with the gods losing their worldly avatar. We are definitely not on the side of King Aemon anymore. He is tyrannical, because he just, well, I suppose just killed that guy. He desires to be a knight. I want to join the Dornish War. Can I do that? Like, just as a thing? I cannot join this Dornish War. Okay. Can I request the excommunication of King Aemon? No. Can't even grant him a knighthood. Yeah. Weird. Okay, we'll let it run a little bit longer. Just want to see what's happening. Sir, your daughter Meg is responding well to my tuition. She is improving her skills and advancing in knowledge every day. Well, she costs enough, so it's good. Glad. Right, given a seat on the Council of Nos Divine. That's because we lost a high septum. And yeah, some pirates are happening. Some raiders. More raiders. Gilbert Lannister is now known as the Young. Well, he's only 11, so I suppose that makes a certain degree of sense that he'd be known as the Young. Lord Bradmere of Duncansdale has accepted King Aemon the Wicked's peace offer. What, you telling me that single province didn't manage to win? Well. Oh, it was a high lordship of Duncansdale. I'm sorry, I'm not giving it the respect it deserves. But those 4 provinces didn't manage to win. Oh dear. Right, well, I think it's time that we ended this episode. Thank you for watching. Interesting things are happening. Looks like the Riverlands might have an independence revolt. Dorne is currently in the independence revolt. Who's in it with Dorne? I just want to see who's against the Iron Throne. So it's just Dorne. Nobody's joined on the Iron Throne side or against the Iron Throne side. Yeah, lots of things are happening. And we'll see what happens about them next time. Goodbye.